Hey, what's up? So I think there's a really, 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 really big misconception in the personal development, self help world that if you have negative thoughts or if you have negative emotions, that you caused that to happen. That you're feeling that way because you didn't do something right. That you just have to think positive all the time. Well, that's bullcrap. We are wired to have negative emotions, negative thoughts. You cannot control your negative emotions. You cannot control your negative thoughts. You cannot not let them in. Like your negative thoughts, your negative emotions, they're going to arise. They're going to come up. So when you have these negative thoughts, when you're sad, when you're depressed, when you're anxious, stop telling yourself that it's not okay to feel that way. Stop shaming yourself for having negative thoughts and saying, oh, I shouldn't be thinking this way. I need to think positive, think positive, think positive. Because you're giving yourself, and I used to do this too, I still work on it. We when the negative thought comes in, we're like, oh no, I got to change it. This is bad, this is bad, this is bad. And our alarm goes off, right? And so when that negative thought comes up, you just watch it. You just watch it go by. Where what we usually do, we see it come in, right? And then we grab onto it. We grab onto it and we're like, you need to leave. You're not supposed to be here. And it gives it its power. So it's not that the negative thought isn't a problem. A negative thought, a negative emotion, those are not the problem. The problem is the meaning that you assign to the negative thought. The problem is the shame that you put on yourself for having thought that thing, right? There's no shame. There's no embarrassment. That's a human thing. If you didn't have negative emotions, you wouldn't be human. You wouldn't be alive. So they're going to arise. They're going to come up. So when they do, notice them, just like you're watching the clouds in the sky, right? You're not grabbing onto them. You're not saying, hey, wait. Like you're just letting them go. You're welcoming them. You're letting them go. You're letting them run their course. But stop being mean to yourself when they come up, because they will come up. And I don't care what anyone says, you cannot stop negative thoughts and negative emotions from coming up. You can suppress them, you can escape them, but you cannot stop them from arising. So let them arise, and when they arise, just watch them. Just let them be there. You don't need to do anything with them. Just let them be there. And the other thing too is most of the time when you have a negative thought, most of the time it's not even true, right? But we see that and we're like, oh my gosh, is this true? And then we hold on to it, and then we start to believe that negative thought, and then it's just like this negative loop that goes on and on and on. Whereas if you just were able to watch your negative thought, if you're just able to watch it, then it doesn't have any power. Right? It doesn't have any power over you because you're not assigning it meaning. You're not saying, oh, I'm thinking this way because I didn't do my push-ups this morning, or I'm sad because blah, 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 blah. Right? Like, yes, there are practices to help your mental and emotional state. Absolutely. But those states are going to arise. The negative states are going to arise. So stop being so hard on yourself when they do, because if you're human, that's going to happen. So give yourself a little grace. Welcome the negative thoughts and stop assigning meaning and overanalyzing every negative thought and every negative emotion, because it's just natural. It's natural, it's natural, it's natural. Hope that helps.